Hey guys, but from Game Bat today, beginning that video for our Blueprint Weapon Series, and today we're going to be covering a new Modern Warfare bundle which was finally released. We've had this on Call Tracker for quite a long time, and for all you Roze lovers, this one's for you. This is the Roze Behind the Mask bundle with Acid Tracer rounds. So this weapon comes with, or the bundle itself comes in shop for 2,400 COD points. This is only the second Modern Warfare bundle that's been new that we've had this entire season of, or really since Cold War launched. So it's good to finally be seeing some more Modern Warfare content. So in shop for 2,400 COD points, this comes with the Torn Veil Roze skin, the Silox Assault Rifle blueprint for the M13, the Anthea handgun for the Renetti blueprint, Acid Bath charm, the Roze Dub sticker, Take Action calling card, Cold Stare emblem, Split Personality spray, Black Roze spray, and the Harley Roze Operative equip. So all this available in shop. So you get 10 nice items here for 2,400 COD points. Especially the Operative skin. We finally get Roze without a mask and without the crazy Operative skin that you can't see, being the Rook or anything like that. So let's go ahead, we'll back out, take a look at this bundle itself. Here's the final design for the M13. But let's go ahead and back out first off, and we'll look at the Operative skin for Roze here. So finally, if I go to the Roze skin here, we can see her different Operative packs. So we have the first one here that I believe was released in season 4 this is the Virago released in season 4. We have the Rook, which everybody in the whole world uses in Warzone if you're sweaty, and then we have here the Torn Veil. So you can see finally we get Roze without the mask and in somewhat normal clothes here. And again, everybody's been waiting, especially you guys in the community have been just wanting this Operative skin for a long time. So again, you can see somewhat tactical, pretty cool looking Operative skin. I would welcome this Roze in Warzone versus the Rook and some of the other ridiculous ones that we see all the time. You can see on her plate carrier there, she has some AK-74 mags with a 5.45 for some whatever reason may be, being that she is Coalition. I guess that does make sense. And then she's got her pistol holster, got her pouch, probably like an IFAK or something there, her cover buns and everything there on the plate carrier, and then she's got what looks like the wolf skin hood there as well, and then she obviously has her camouflage pants. So pretty cool Operative skin. If I just zoom in a little bit more on this, you can see really nice looking. Honestly, like I said, very much welcome over the Rook Operative skin, which I'm just getting so sick of seeing. So this one you can actually be able to see it in Warzone, which would be nice. And again, it's a pretty good Operative skin. I think this one's pretty cool, so I definitely approve of that. I think it's really nice. So going to the weapons, let's go ahead and look at the bundles that come with this, and we'll also compare it to the base weapons for the blueprints, just without any of the blueprints with the same attachments. So first off, we'll cover the MCX or the M13 here. So this one you can see, if I'll strip this down to base, we'll utilize the blueprint here that comes with it. We're going to cover or go ahead and attach the compensator. This is going to give us the recoil control. The cons are going to be the ADS speed and the aiming stability. Next up for the barrel is going to be the Tempest Mini. So this is going to give us that, really, it's supposed to be modeled after the 5.5-inch Rattler barrel. However, like I've said in previous videos, it looks to be a little bit longer, probably around 8 inches here. It doesn't really give us the specifics for the measurements. However, the pros here are going to be the ADS speed and the movement speed. The cons will be in the bullet velocity and recoil control. We'll skip out on the laser, and then next up for the optic for this is going to be the Pbx Holo 7, which personally I am not a fan of. For some reason, I just have a really hard time aiming with this thing. But Precision Sight Picture is going to give us the same ADS penalty as the holographic or any of the other red dots, which is about a frame to a frame and a half. Then for the stock, it's going to be coming with the M13 Skeleton Stock. Now this is going to give us that pistol stabilizing brace with the same type of butt stock for the MP5 SD, that telescopic butt stock that will be able to slide in and out. So this is going to give us the pros being the aim, walk, and movement speed, aim down sight speed. Cons is the aiming stability. And that's actually, in case you didn't notice, that's going to differ from the default, which is that default skeleton stock, which is the side folding, versus the sliding telescopic butt stock here for this particular blueprint. So go ahead and select that. Next up, we're going to skip out on all the other attachments here and go ahead and do the Ranger foregrip for recoil control and aiming stability. Cons are going to be the aim, walk, and movement speed, and the aim down sight speed. So we'll go ahead and select that. And that is our MCX Rattler for this blueprint. Again, this comes with dismemberment and acid tracers. Backing out, we'll take a look at the Renetti blueprint here. And we can see here, if I go ahead and just strip this down, the muzzle is going to be coming with the Desperado Pro compensator. So it's going to assist us with the recoil control. The cons are going to be the ADS speed and the aiming stability. Barrel, we're going to want that Mark 1 compensator, or excuse me, the Mark 1 competition. It's going to give us the ADS speed for the Pro. Con is going to be bullet velocity, so we're going to put that on. Laser, we're going to want that tack laser. It's going to give us the ADS speed, aiming stability, and aim walking steadiness. The con is going to be the laser is visible to enemies when we are ADSing with the weapon. Skip out on the optic, as well as some of these other attachments. We'll go with the rear grip is going to be the XRK speed grip. So it's going to assist us with, again, the ADS speed and the sprint to fire speed. Cons being the aiming stability. So you're getting a lot of pros here for the ADS speed. A little bit unnecessary for this pistol, in my opinion, but this is what the blueprint comes with. And lastly, being the lightweight trigger for fire rate. So we'll go ahead and put that on. The cons are going to be the aiming stability, which, again, we're already making up for with all of the other attachments there. But you can see it's got Shadow Company logo on the pistol there. Pretty neat. And that's our final design for the Renetti blueprint. So backing out, you can see here, we're just going to compare these blueprints to the base weapons with the same attachments. So you can see, get a good look at the M13 there, as well as the Renetti. And if I just switch up to here, I have, again, the base M13 and the base Renetti with the same exact attachments. So you can see the cosmetic differences, mainly really just being the color schema, adding that acid green and a little bit darker camouflage to some of these weapons. Nothing really spectacular. No major cosmetic changes. It's all really just color schema changes for the tracer rounds, as well as just that acid drip to the weapons itself. So pretty straightforward looking blueprint bundle. Again, nothing special with this. You can see if we just go ahead and preview it, we don't have as transparent of a magazine. I'm not sure if it's supposed to be. It looks semi-transparent. However, we can't see the rounds in this, whereas the base M13, you can see the rounds in there because it is a transparent 30-round magazine. So you can see, a little harder to see, but you can see them in there, right? If I rotate it, you can see the rounds in there. And same with the AM94, as you dump those rounds, it'll empty the magazine. So we'll go ahead and look at it here. If I go to the blueprint, you can't really see the rounds in there. So again, not a big deal, but just something to pay attention to. Some changes would be the Ranger foregrip here. We have more like stipple tape or stipple grip on the Ranger foregrip as well. But that's the only major change to the weapon. Again, like I said, you have the acid drip color schema changes on the weapon as well. A little bit of a different grip to the pistol grip as well as part of the trigger group. Trigger guard looks a little bit different as well, but nothing major in terms of cosmetic changes to the weapon. But again, nice to see some Modern Warfare content here finally in Season 1. So we'll go ahead and jump into the gameplay for this weapon. But first off, let's take a look. What do the camos look like on this? I know you guys enjoy seeing that. So camouflages, you can see how it's going to cover. You're still going to maintain that acid drip. However, it will cover everything else. So something like this, I mean, it honestly looks pretty neat. I'm not a big fan of using this type of blueprint, but it does look pretty cool if that's your thing. It does actually go well with some of these. It has a nice look to it, for sure. And it's going to be the same look with the pistol. So we'll go ahead now and we'll jump into the gameplay with this. Again, just using this in a bot gameplay here on Crash, just trying to get an idea of how these two handle. And again, you can see that you'll be able to see in the gameplay the tracer round effects as well as the dismemberment. Now, some information here, I would say, I'm not a huge fan of the M13 for Modern Warfare multiplayer. I love it in Warzone. However, the build that we have here for the blueprint is definitely not the ideal build. You definitely, if you're running this in Modern Warfare multiplayer, you're really going to want, I would say, at least a 50-round or even a 60-round magazine. The rate of fire is just so fast on this weapon, and the damage profile is a little bit lower in multiplayer that you really want that extra ammunition. You'll see here in the gameplay, you burn through that 30 rounds so quick because of 900 rounds per minute fire rate on the M13 that you're going to find yourself reloading a lot. And then typically not a problem if you have a good secondary, but obviously we're running the Renetti pistol here as our secondary, which is still not a very good Renetti build. It doesn't even have the 3-round burst build. So in order to, when we run out of ammo with the M13, to swap over to the pistol and try and take out enemies, a little bit lackluster. So I would recommend two major changes here would be, I would say, if you're going to use this in multiplayer, you want a 60-round magazine on the M13, and you probably want the burst mode on the Renetti, which requires that third barrel attachment for the Renetti as well, if you have that unlocked. And that'll give you a much more, I would say, playable build for these two weapons. The M13, like I said, you just burn through ammo so quick that a 30-round base magazine of 5.56, not ideal. You could even get away with the 300 Blackout 30-round magazine, just because the fire rate's a little bit slower and it hits a little bit harder and the bullet velocity is lower. You can control where your shots are going a little bit easier. than the 5.56. So you find yourself burning through the ammunition too much. You'll see it in the gameplay here. I burned through it so quick, just taking on 1 or 2 people, and then trying to switch to the pistol. It's just really not a good situation. So keep that in mind if you're going to be using this in Modern Warfare multiplayer. Definitely want to tweak these a little bit. But again, the acid tracer as well as the dismemberment does look pretty cool on this weapon for sure. It's not overpowering as far as visuals, but it does look pretty cool. So I do enjoy that. Next up, obviously, the Roze Operative skin for the Torn Veil. Obviously, finally reveals her face, and again, gives her a much better looking Operator skin. Probably the best Operator skin we have for Roze, so that's always a good one. I know the community's been waiting for this one for quite a long time. I think this was leaked on COD Tracker at the middle of Season 6, I want to say, for Modern Warfare, so we've known these are coming for a long time. Speaking of content coming for a long time would be what we have for the other weapons that have not yet been released, as well as some of the other stuff we've seen in COD Tracker for Modern Warfare, such as a bunch of Season 1 bundles that are coming back around that may have been in the Battle Pass and people did not unlock. So those have been on COD Tracker for a while too, such as different Operator skins, weapons, things like that. But the new weapons that we know are coming to Modern Warfare being the SIG LMG 338 Norma, the Scorpion Evo, as well as the Makarov pistol. All of those should be coming here at I would say, the very beginning of Season 2, hopefully, or once the new Warzone map launches. Now, there was that Season 1 cutscene, which related back to Modern Warfare, and that was where Captain Price contacted Soap, and Soap said he was off the coast of Verdansk, and now here, fast forward to the beginning, or the end of Season 1, going to the beginning of Season 2, we do see that cargo ship off the coast of Verdansk. So it stands to reason that Soap is perhaps on that ship, or somewhere in the water near that ship, boarding it, or coming in from the ship to Verdansk. And that's where, in that cutscene, Captain Price and all of our forces go to meet Soap. So that seems to be that cutscene released far too early. It was supposed to release probably around the 1-year anniversary of Warzone here, March 10th or 11th, or even the start of Season 2, which is February 25th, I believe, this coming Thursday. So we had that cutscene released too early. Obviously, these weapons that we know of, that I just discussed, these 3 new weapons, were released in game files and leaked far too early. But it seems like now that this boat is coming in here for Season 2, we're going to start seeing whether it's a new Warzone map on the 11th, whatever it may be, that's heavily rumored. But we should see these new weapons and content coming with Soap and Sparks Operator as well, coming here at the beginning of Season 2. So let me know down below what you guys think of that. Do you think we're going to finally get these new weapons and some of the operators here in Season 2? Starting this Thursday on the 25th. Let me know down below as well what you think of this bundle. So this is the Roze Behind the Mask bundle. 2,400 COD points. Again, really good steal if you're a Roze fan. Weapon-wise, I'm not a big Tracer Pack fan, so I'm not in love with it. However, the pistol grip as well as the Ranger foregrip cosmetic blueprints attachments that you get here and you can utilize with the Franken-smithing is really, really nice. I'm a big fan of the Ranger foregrip here, just with that extra grip on the foregrip itself. Looks really nice. And again, you have a really nice customized looking pistol grip on the M13. And you do have the Shadow Company logos on the weapons, as well as the Rook, which is visible on both the M13 as well as the Renetti for these blueprints, which is pretty cool as well. So let me know down below what you think of the Operator pack itself, what you think of the new weapons that are hopefully coming here next week with the start of Season 2, or at least at the 1-year anniversary of Warzone, which I said is going to be, I believe, May 11th or 10th, or it's not May, March 11th or 10th, so that'll be coming up 2 weeks after the launch of Season 2, so maybe we'll have some in-game event, which is going to trigger a new map, and then trigger these new Modern Warfare weapons, which we've been waiting for quite a long time. So we'll have to wait and see what happens there. We have a lot of content coming with Black Ops Cold War Season 2 as well with those new weapons. So a lot of content incoming hopefully here. Hopefully we get a new Warzone map to really switch it up and make it a unique experience. Again, it'd be really nice to get a new map where nobody knows where they're going. Nobody knows how to navigate the map correctly yet. It just really put everyone back on an even playing field. It would really make Warzone, I think, a much fresher experience again, whereas now everyone kind of knows where they need to be in different spots of the circle. It's very easy to kind of navigate the circles, navigate the map, and know where you have the advantage and not. Whereas a new map kind of wipes that all off the slate. We get a fresh start and really allows us to kind of tactically operate in the new map again here in Warzone. So hopefully that's what we get. Let me know down below what you guys are looking forward to. This is the Roze Behind the Mask Operator bundle here, available in shop for 2,400 COD points. Until next time, this is Buffner Gaming. Out.